Hi there, I'm going to show you the video presentation of my Python script, but the video quality is very poor, the lighting is very bad, so I'm just going to share my screen and we can continue from here. So this is my screen. I've put all my files in root directory slash data structures, so this might help. Here you see the different Python versions I've started, and I've increased them and done module by module. So if you want to look at the last one, okay, let's just go to vi 4.py, and this one just returns the lower bound. So this does it iteratively. So if you notice this, this enters the list of numbers, takes it, and then it appends, and it shows the smallest number by running through the range of the values. Then if it finds something smaller than the current smallest value, it uses that. That's the next smallest value, and it chooses a very large value as the smallest, so that every number will be definitely lower than this. So I'll just show you this output first. So Python 4.py. Okay, list of numbers: 4, 23, 45, 67, 12. So it went through the loop. It found iteratively, and it came down to the smallest value, 12. Now let's go into 4.py. Okay, so this does the lower bound and upper bound recursively. And if we see this, how it does the upper bound recursively is that it takes this value. Before that, let me not jump here. This has the CSV also, so let me just go to a lower version. Let me just 4.1. Yes, so this does the upper bound. Yes, recursively. So what it does is it calls the function here, and this calls the recursive function called find maximum, and it takes the list, and if the length is 0, it raises the error, and then it exits. Else if it goes in, it checks the value that's greater than max, and then it returns the max. So this iteratively goes in the loop till it finally returns the max value, and that's the power of recursive functions. Very powerful and very simplistic code. The code will be very small for recursive methods. And here it calls it, so let's do it. And so let's do Python 4.1.py. Yes, let's do 4, 1.24, 112, 75, 345. Yeah, so the smallest one we know it's iterated, but the upper bound, yes, it picked up the highest upper bound, 345, so that's done. Now, what was that? That was 4.1. Okay, let's do 4.2. Let's see what upgrade we have here. Okay, let's do 4.2. So 4.2, okay, not too much. Then we go straight to 4.3. And in 4.3, what we're going to do is we're going to import the CSV list. So let's look at this. So we open this CSV file. So it goes here. We're using we're using the CSV header here, module or package. But remember, we need not use it. I just use it to simplify things, but we can just do a raw, just do a file open and also do it. So we import it as F. But when we open it, then we going to read. This is a read mode. To delimiter, we specify delimiter and go to reader. And then sometimes you can even use header to remove the header, but for this, now for row and reader, we do print. So we get the length of the row. We open a new list, CSV list. For range, in this to length of row, element equal this. So it keeps on appending to this, and then we get CSV list 2. On this, we want to pass on to the method, and then we want to call these. So that's how we do it, and that's how this list is passed. And then when it does it, it shows the list, So that's